You were also recording something with Michael Jackson that was not released yet. I think the song is even called Victory. Is that true?
That's right. Yeah. I've done like 3 tracks with him, and that's about a year ago, even longer than that. And yes, Victory was one of the songs, but he wanted to use the title for the Jackson thing. But the song is still there, and it's probably just waiting until the 2 of us get together and finish it.
You haven't finished it yet?
No, I mean, it's just because he has commitments, I have commitments, and it's very difficult. I mean, he's on tour, I'm going on tour, and you've got to sort of, it's very, very difficult when 2 different, musicians trying to get together. I mean, he has to do his stuff, and it's just that when I was spending some time in LA and we're friends, he said, "Oh, why don't we try something?" So, I mean, one day it'll probably be finished, and the other song is called State of Shock, which I did, and Mick Jagger's on it, but it's all okay because Michael called me up and said, "Look, I want to finish a song, I want it on the Jackson's album," and I said, "I can't come over because I'm in Munich." And he said, "Well, is it okay if Mick does it?" So I said, "Fine, songs are songs. I mean, as long as our friendship carries on, we can write all kinds of songs after that."
With what other people could you think of cooperating like you did with Bowie and Jackson on this unreleased stuff? What are people who are
interested? It depends. I mean, I just I don't sort of think of those things. I mean, sometimes you just meet friends, and if you think about doing a song together, you talk about that. Otherwise, that's not what I think about all the time. I mean, Elton and I have been friends for a long time, but we've actually sort of said to each other, one day we probably go in there together and write a song. But it's better being friends, you know what I mean? Mm. And the thing about it is spontaneity. So I mean, it's just if it happens that we're talking and suddenly we say, "Oh, let's go in the studio and do it," that's the best thing. And that's what happened with David Bowie. He was just around. We were having dinner for a couple of days, and we were recording in the studio, and he just said, "Oh, maybe I'll come in and just see what happens." So it wasn't planned. If it is planned, then it's boring, because then and we were just going in there and fooling around to see what happened. And suddenly this song started taking shape, and we said, "Oh, that's quite nice. Let's work on it a bit." And the result of that was Under Pressure. So I'm not really, I don't get up every morning and say, "Okay, who am I going to work with today?" Those kind of things don't work.
How would you describe yourself as an artist? Would you say that you're a very organized person, very spontaneous person, or how would you say?
No, myself as an artist, I'm just a musical prostitute, my dear. It's basically that.
Organized or not?
Oh, who cares? Disorganized and organized. That's an asshole question to ask anybody. It's just, I don't know, I'm just me, I'm just me. I'm very disorganized at times, I'm organized at times, and I'm just me.
What emotions do you have when you see old stuff, for example, like you mentioned before, with long hair and black fingernails?
Oh, when I see myself?
When you see yourself.
Oh dear, I want to tear them all up. I just think, I actually laugh at myself. But I know that it was something that you have to do. I think someone like Boy George, in about 5 or 10 years' time, is going to look and say, "Oh my God, did I really look like that?" But he knows that it was relevant at the time, and it was right. And I think I don't regret any of the things I did. It's just that I laugh. I mean, what did you look like 10 years ago?
Horrible, yeah.
Do you look at your pictures? And
yes.
Oh, there you are then. Yeah. So I mean, I just think, and it's a process of growing up. It's experience, and I just think at this point in time, I think if I had long hair and fingernails and wearing the things, I would look ridiculous. I mean, I looked ridiculous then, but it worked. But it was all right then. So it's just growing up and gaining experience.
If you look at all members of the band, I know it's a difficult question, but what do you think every single member does contribute to the special chemistry that's Queen in the end?
What do I think what they give? Well, it's hard to sort of pinpoint those things, because I mean, we certainly have it's an ingredient between the 4 of us, otherwise it wouldn't have worked, especially for this long. And we all have a role to play, but I couldn't tell you what it was. I mean, it's just, the only thing I could tell you is that the reason is because we are diverse. We're 4 different characters coming from, and that's why I think it's worked. Not 2 of us are the same. I mean, so that, you know, we all like totally different things, but we come together. It's a chemistry that works. And I couldn't tell you what it was, because, I mean, who can? It's just something that seems to fit. And that's what good bands are made of, you know? And we're good.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's the line, yeah, no? That was perfect.